everyone, welcome back to our channel. And thank you so much for showering so much of love on our videos. It really motivates us and gives us a lot of encouragement. Today we have an 8-minute workout. This is going to be in warm-up. So you have to do it before you start any workout routine. Warm-up is very important. Please do not skip it. This will help prevent injury, and it just makes your muscles a little loose so that you're ready for the hardcore workout. So let's get started. Let's go to the gym. There are going to be 10 exercises, 40 seconds on, followed by a 5 to 10 second rest. We'll start with cat-cow. You start on all fours and inhale as you drop your belly toward the mat and lift the chin and gaze up towards the ceiling. Then you exhale and draw your belly to your spine and round your back. Make sure you are not straining your neck in this process. The neck has to be easy and flowing. Quick rest here, and then we move to plank rotation. You get on a plank on your hands and then move your body to one side, center, then to the other side. And don't stop your breath while you do it. Keep breathing as you do it. Center plank, T plank, again center plank, then T plank on the other side. Quick break, and after that we move to toe touch arm swing, which looks like a dance step almost. You stretch your arms and you stretch your leg. Now 10-second rest, and after that we have curtsy jacks. We are not jumping in this, you're just moving one leg behind the other, and as you do that, you move your hands up. Make sure you're giving a nice stretch to your entire arms and back as you do it. Quick rest, and we have lunge rotation coming up next. You get into a lunge position. When you get into lunge, make sure your knee is at a 90-degree angle, and then you keep on twisting your upper body from side to side. quick break, and we have squat with arm movements coming up next. Again, when you get into squat position, you have to ensure your knee is at a 90-degree angle. But make sure you're not falling. So you take a squat and then you keep on moving your hands up and down. Look at the position in the video. It's very important that you keep breathing and you don't hold your breath while doing any of these exercises. Quick break, and then we have lateral lunge coming up next. You get into lunge on one side, then on the other side. Look at the position in the video. Make sure your spine is as straight as possible and you're not bending too much in the forward. This will really give a nice stretch on your legs, your hamstring, your thighs, so that you are ready for all the exercises which will come in the main course. Quick break, and then we have overhead reach coming up next. You spread your legs and then move from side to side and try to reach as high as possible using your hands. It is giving a nice stretch to the entire body. You are pulling your body upwards, so it stretches your spine and all the organs from your leg all the way up to your hands. Coming up next, which is going to take your heartbeat a little up, is fasting. If you have any knee problem, you should not do this one, and instead you don't jump, you do one leg and another leg slowly. Look at the alternative exercise as well in case you have any knee problem. With your heart rate nice and high, we are about to now go to jumping jack, the last exercise for this warm-up session. Here you are jumping, your legs wide open, your hands all the way making a circle. Again, if you have any knee problem, you should not do the jumping and instead do it slowly without the jump. Two sets, 14 exercises, 7 sets in each exercise. Each exercise is going to be 45 seconds followed by 15-second rest. So let's get started. We start with shoulder press. Stand upright with your feet about shoulder width apart. Hold the dumbbells above your shoulder length and then you go up and down. Up and down. And continue for 45 seconds. Brace your core. Stand upright, spine straight, and continue to do the shoulder press. Do not lock your elbows on the top. Now rest for 15 seconds. Make sure to stretch your shoulders. Wherever you feel in the body, make sure to stretch those parts. Use these 15 seconds well. Now let's start with bent over row. First we do the right side. Stretch your legs and use a dumbbell with your right arm up and down. Look at the position in the video. Make sure your legs are at 90-degree angle. Your left leg is at a 90-degree angle and the other leg is straight. Spine straight. I know 45 seconds is a little tough and the last 10 seconds should be tough. That means you are using the right weight according to your strength. If it is too easy, you need to increase the weight. Now 15 second well-deserved rest. Stretch your arms, stretch your body. Next, we are on bent over row on the other side. You lift the dumbbell with your left hand and the same position. Look at the camera position. Spine straight, abs tight, and dumbbell up and down, up and down. Keep on breathing, guys. When your hand goes up, exhale. Every time when your hand goes up, exhale. Last few seconds. I know this is tough, but go on. 15-second rest. Coming up next is lateral raises. Hold the dumbbells by your side and then we raise the dumbbells leading with your elbows so that they are the highest part of your arms. Make sure you are standing straight, abs tight, spine straight. Both hands up and down. So when the hand goes up, that is the time when you exhale. "15-second rest, and coming up next is upright row. You stand with your feet hip width apart, back straight, and then you lift the dumbbells away from the midline of your body. This is really good for your upper back, your shoulders, your arm. Always keep your abs engaged, back straight. And as you move against gravity, that's the time you exhale. "15-second well-deserved rest. Tricep extension is next. Stretch well. Stretch the upper body. Keep stretching. The more you stretch, the more strength you get. So now we are on tricep extension. Lift the weight. And let's start. When you lower the dumbbell, make sure it touches your upper back. Back straight, abs tight, body straight, absolutely. And make sure you are not touching your head. So mind your head each time you do this exercise. You have to keep your arms as close to your head as possible. The last few ones are real struggle. 15-second rest. I think great, guys. Almost done with the first set. We are on the last exercise of the first set, which is bicep curl to hammer curl. You start with your palms facing up and we do the bicep, change it to a hammer position, then come down. As with all the other exercises, back straight, arms, upper arm tight. Keep your upper arm stable in this. So your upper arms should be stable. And exhale as you are moving up. Every time you push up, exhale. Well done, guys. Set 1 is over. Now take a break. If you want a longer break, you can pause here. And now we are going to repeat all these 7 exercises one by one. Set 2. We'll start with the same exercises. It is going to look repetitive, but we need it because we need to build muscle memory. So we start with the shoulder press like last time. 45 seconds of shoulder press. Weight up and down. Make sure to engage your core, your back, and push with all your strength. When you push up, that time you exhale. Do not lock your elbows at the top. In all these exercises, focus on your form. That's very, very important. Make sure you're looking at the camera and focus on the form. Even if you do a little less, but form is very important. And keep stretching in the middle whenever you get time. Now moving on to bent over row. First on the right side. Keep your back straight in this and exhale when you pull up the dumbbell. The last one should be a little difficult, otherwise the weight is too light for you. Last few seconds. Exhale as you go up. Done. Very well. 15 seconds rest. Stretch yourself. Now we move to the other side. Bent over row, left side. So you hold the dumbbell in your left hand and the same exercise as we did on the right side before. Go up. That's the time you exhale. Inhale down. Keep back straight, core engaged. Make sure you're focusing on your body parts, especially the part which is burning the most, because there's a lot of mind-body connection. And the more you focus on the part which is working, the better results it will give, the better will be the muscle memory, and the better will be the output that you are looking for. done. 15-second rest. Coming up next is lateral raise. Lateral raise. You raise the dumbbells laterally until your elbow is in line with your shoulders. So make sure it is in one line with the shoulders. Don't go above that. Back straight, core engaged. And focus on your arms. Focus on the muscles which are burning. That's extremely important. And we are done. Coming up next is upright row. We are nearly there. Last few exercises and we are going to be done. Upright row. Lift the dumbbell, stand straight, dumbbell up and down. You could do it with one dumbbell or two dumbbell, depends on what strength you have. I'm doing with single dumbbell, but you can do it with two dumbbells as well. But back straight, abs engaged. You're raising the dumbbell along the midline. Last 10 seconds, guys. Make sure to breathe as you're doing these exercises, because if you're not breathing, your strength goes down. So make sure to breathe regularly and focus on your breath and the muscle which is working out. 15-second rest. And we have tricep extension coming up next. In tricep extension, you make sure your upper arm stays stable and then you lower the weights. The weight should touch your upper back. This exercise is really good for triceps, and especially for females, I feel it is really beneficial. It works almost immediately. Last 10 seconds. I know last ones are tough. If the last few seconds are tough, means you have selected the right weight. Maybe I selected a little bit too much for me. Okay, 15-second rest. And we are on the last exercise of this session, which is bicep curl to hammer curl. Pick up your dumbbells, first the bicep curl, and then we change to hammer curl. So while going up, it is bicep curl. While coming down, it is hammer curl. Make sure to keep your upper arm stable and as close to the body as possible. When you are lifting, focus on your biceps and make sure your core is engaged. Your back is absolutely straight. Maybe I have lifted too heavy weights. You can always change. Exercises, 35 seconds on and 15-second rest. We are going to need some dumbbells. So let's start with set 1. It's Arnold press. You take your dumbbells up and then when you bring it down, look at the position in the video. You are actually rotating it When you go up, you show one side, and when you come down, it's the other side. Keep your abs tight, back straight while you're doing this. And keep breathing. When your hand goes up, that time breathe out. Now rest for 10 more seconds. We have lateral raise variation. Look at the position in the box. So using the same dumbbells, one hand will go laterally, one hand will go in the front. And we keep alternating. Arms should be straight, abs tight, back straight. Keep breathing. Breathe out when the hands go up and breathe in when it goes down. Make sure you are lifting from your shoulder and abs tight all the time. That's it, 15-second rest, and we have bent over row coming up next. You take the dumbbells according to the size that you are comfortable with. You could increase or decrease depending upon as you feel. You should be feeling a little bit more stress towards the end of the exercise. That's the right weight for you. So bent over row. Keep your back straight and breathe out as you take it up. So keep your arms close to your body, a little bent at the knees. Breathe out as you take your hands up. Hands very tightly pressed to your body. That's it. And we have bicep curl variation coming up next. The right weight or the right dumbbell weight for you is when towards the last 10 seconds you feel a little bit of burn. That's the right weight for you. So select a weight which is right for you. So we do bicep curl and then we do hammer. So it's a variation of bicep curl. So one round bicep curl, other round hammer curl. Look at the position in the video. And whenever the hands are going up, you breathe out at that time. Abs tight, back straight all the time. And your focus should be on the bicep that is getting worked right now. Last 5 seconds. So that was set 1. Now we'll repeat these 4 exercises again. The 4 exercises that we have just finished, starting with on-all press. Press 2. So on-all press, we are repeating for 35 seconds. When you go up, breathe out. And look at the position in the video. We are moving the side of the dumbbell as we move up. Back straight, abs tight all the time. Breathe out as the hands go up and breathe in when it comes down. We have lateral raise variation coming up next. I have kept the weight same in all these 4 exercises. You can choose to increase or decrease it according to the strength. And how do we know our strength? When the last few exercises should be burning in the muscle that we are focusing. So we are moving to lateral raise variation. One hand in the front, one hand laterally. Lift from the shoulder. Abs tight, back straight. No bending of the elbow. Keep breathing. Now we have bent over row coming up next. So when you bend, you can bend your knees a little bit, back should be straight, and when you lift up, both the arms should be close to your body. Breathe out as you take dumbbells up and breathe in on the other side. Last 10 seconds. I know round 2 is usually a little tougher, but keep on going. When you see the results, everything will be worth it. We have bicep curl variation coming up next, and this is the last exercise in set 2. After that, if you want to take a longer break, you can take. Let's move to the last exercise, which is bicep curl variation. You do bicep curl and then you do hammer curl. Whenever your hands goes up, you breathe out, and on the other side, you breathe in. Keep your abs engaged, back straight all the time. And your mind should be on the muscle that is being worked up. Make sure you keep on engaging your mind at the same muscle. That will really work wonders, and you will get the results that you have been waiting for. Now, if you want to take a higher break, you can take. This is start of set 3 after this. So press a pause if you want to take a higher break. We move to set 3 now. You have push-ups. Now, if you can do full push-ups, you do that. I usually do 3/4 push-ups. So when you do push-ups, try keeping your back straight when you go up as well as when you come up. Look at the position. This is really good for the chest. Now 15-second rest, and we have renegade row coming up next. This one was tough for me. But that's how we become stronger, by doing tough things. We have renegade row. So you are in a push-up position, and then you keep on lifting one dumbbell, then the other dumbbell, alternative. Keep your hips down. Try not moving your entire body, and try moving only the upper part or as little body as you can. And try doing this slowly. So when you lift it, lift slowly, then come down slowly. The slower do you do, the more effort. 15-second rest. And we have rear delt fly. You can look at the position in the box right now. So you bend your knees, and then you do a fly movement. You take the 2 hands out, then in. When you take it out, breathe out, and then breathe in. Lift from your shoulders. Look at the position in the mirror. I know it's a little tough, but we are getting there. We are 2/3 done. And in order to get something, you do have to work hard. Remember the good dress you saw, which you really want to wear. These are all going to help you. Coming up next is tricep extension. This is extremely important for ladies. This is extremely important for girls, because girls typically get this tricep hanging, if you see. So you have to do tricep extension, and look at the position and do it properly. Take the dumbbell down, try touching your upper back in that process. Keep your arms close to your head, as close as you can. And breathe out as you take the dumbbell up. Back straight, abs tight. Try touching your upper back with the dumbbell. Breathe out as you take the dumbbell up.
Rest for 15 seconds, and we have the last set, which is set number 4. Last 4 exercises, and then we are done. So we repeat these 4 exercises that we did in set 3, starting with push-up. Again, when you do push-up, try keeping your back straight, abs tight, and try doing it in a really slow fashion, because that will really put a lot of stress on the upper body, and that's when you get results. Don't swing your body up and down. Try taking it full down and then full up properly. It's a little tough, but with time, you will get there. "15-second rest, and then we move to renegade row. Look at the position in the video. Keep your body straight and hands one after another. We keep on lifting dumbbells. Try not moving the entire body when you lift the dumbbells. Try moving only the upper body. Last 10 seconds. A lot of you ask me if I work out regularly. The answer is yes. For the last 8 to 9 years, I have been working out regularly, and it becomes a lot of fun as you keep on doing it. 15-second rest, and then we have this real delt fly. Sometimes if I do continuously one after another upper body exercises, I do feel tired, but if you want to wear those nice gowns and those tube tops and all, upper body needs to be worked upon. Real delt fly. You bend your back and then take your hands completely out. When you take them out, breathe out. You could bend your knees a little bit. Let's keep working out together, guys. I know if you do this plan properly, in a few days itself, you will see the result. And of course, keep on watching our diet videos and our recipe videos as well for added benefit. The last exercise is tricep extension again in set 4, and we are done after this. So whenever you are doing tricep extension or any other upper body exercise, choose a weight where you will feel the burn, especially in the last few repetitions. The tricep extension, make sure you're touching the upper back with the dumbbell. Keep your arms really close to your ears. That way you will feel the burn in triceps. As your hands move up, breathe out at that time. Last 5 seconds. That's all. There are going to be 2 sets, 14 exercises in each, 30 seconds on, followed by 10 seconds rest. Let's start with tricep dip. Set number 1. Take your position, it's reverse tabletop position. You do tricep dip. Look at the position of the arms in the video. You go down, feel the burn in the tricep. Initially you won't feel, but towards the end of the exercise, you should start feeling a little bit burn. And we have 10-second rest. Coming up next is plank shoulder tap. You have to get into a plank position on your hands and then you tap one shoulder at a time. Get into the position, make sure your hands are right beneath your shoulders, back straight, core engaged, tapping one shoulder at a time. Keep your core engaged. Guys, remember the mind-muscle connection. Whichever part of the muscle is working out right now, focus on that muscle. This will really help in getting quicker results. rest. Make sure to keep stretching in these rest periods. We have reverse snow angel coming up next. You lie down on your tummy, lift your legs a little bit, and then move your hand in circles. Raise your upper body and lower body together like a boat, and then your hands are moving forward and backward. Keep breathing. Breathe out when the hands are in front. Ten-second rest. And next coming up is swimmers. You lie down on your tummy again. Lift opposite hand, opposite leg. And your neck and upper body also a little raised. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Always keep the focus on the muscle which is being worked out right now, which is your upper back, your legs. So keep on focusing on the burn. This will really amplify the impact. We have reverse plank shoulder tap. Stand in a reverse tabletop position and keep on tapping one shoulder at a time. Make sure your focus is on your core, because all the balancing exercise need core strength in one way or another. Don't go too fast. Slowly lift your hand, tap one shoulder, then on the other side. We have dolphin plank coming up next, where you do plank on your elbows and then move your body up and down. Look at the position in the video. You make a V, reverse V, and then parallel to the ground. Focus on your core, your lower body when you are doing these movements. Keep breathing. We have T push-ups coming up next. Push-up position, and then T on both sides, then again a push-up, and then T on both sides. Push-up position, T on both sides. In case the push-up is difficult, you can always go on your knees, then do the push-up, and then T on both sides. Next one is easy. It's back extension. You go on your tummy, extend your arms, raise your legs, and then come up. Look at the position in the video. Just pull your arms back and feel the pressure in your upper back. This will really help with the bra bulge. Feel the pressure in your glutes when you raise your legs. 10-second rest. And we have dive bomber. This exercise has been taken from Surya Namaskar, I feel. You raise up in this pose and then make a mountain pose. So this is cobra pose and mountain pose, one after another. Just rise like a cobra. Don't touch your body on the ground when you do the cobra pose. And then the reverse V for the mountain pose. And keep breathing. Exhale into the cobra pose. Inhale. Keep stretching, keep rotating your arms in the middle of exercise. Now we are doing flies. leg up and then arms till the shoulder level and then back. Look at the position of the arms, the position of the hands. You will feel the pressure in your glutes and you will also feel the pressure in the upper back. And of course, the arms are working quite nicely here. Next exercise is simple up and down plank. You come on your hands and then you come on your elbow. One time you use left hand first and another time you use right hand first. You will feel it in your core and of course in your shoulders. So stretch your shoulders, stretch your triceps and keep smiling. So now we have up pulses. You're moving your hand up non-stop. This will hurt the shoulders and the arms towards the end, but that's the intention. Now we have down pulses. Just press your arms a little bit. They need rest. Rotate the arms and go to down pulses. So you'll really feel it in the shoulders, in the arms. It's hurting. Next we have to do is arm circles. Just press your arms in the middle. So these are arm circles. Make circles with your arms. Clockwise and then anti-clockwise. Try to enjoy it. I know shoulders are burning, but if we enjoy it, the pain becomes less and the fun becomes more. We're almost 50% there. It's end of set 1 that's coming up. And if you want to take a longer pause after set 1, please press pause after this exercise. And we start again with set 2, which is going to be a repeat of all the exercises that we have done just now. Starting again with tricep dip. Make sure you are feeling a little bit of burn in the tricep when you do this. When you're lifting your body up, you're using your tricep and you should get some burn. Next is plank shoulder tap. You stand in a plank position and tap your shoulder one after another. Make sure you go slow and keep balancing. Focus on your core and then do it. When all the weight comes on one hand, of course that shoulder, that back muscle is working, which is the intention here. Keep breathing. You don't want to hold your breath and keep on focusing on the muscle where you're feeling the burn. Always in any exercise. The more you focus, the better results you will get. And keep on stretching after every exercise. It will improve your performance in the next one. Coming up next is reverse flow angel. You lie down on your stomach, lift your leg as well as upper body, and you make semicircles with both hands. Make sure you squeeze your glutes when you are doing these exercises. It will work on glute muscles as well. Again, rest for 10 seconds. If you want to do some stretching, some rotations, it will make it easy. Starting now with swimmers. One leg, one hand, alternative leg, alternative hand, goes up. Keep your neck parallel to the body. You don't want to raise your neck too much because then you may get a neck pain. And if you have any type of neck issues, preferably you keep your neck down. Next we have is reverse plank shoulder tap. You get into a reverse plank position, which is like a reverse tabletop, and touch your shoulder one after another. Try to keep your body parallel to the ground as much as possible. Towards the end it becomes difficult, but at least in the beginning, try to keep it parallel. Slow movements, not very fast. And keep breathing. Breathe out when you touch the shoulder. Coming up next is dolphin plank. Elbow plank, then move into mountain pose after that. So start with elbow plank and then move to mountain pose on your elbows. So elbow comes to 90-degree angle in one position and then 45-degree angle with the mountain. Squeeze your glutes in all these exercises. Coming up next is T push-up. You have one push-up followed by T on both sides. If you can't do full push-up, you can do half push-up on the knees. Of course, I cannot do it most of the times, the full push-up, but sometimes I'm trying to do here. But if you can't, you can always do knee push-up. It's very important that we continue the exercise. Sometimes you may not be able to do the hard exercises, but idea is to keep continuing and slowly with time we get better. Take rest. We have back extension coming up next, where you lift your upper body and lower body, squeeze your glutes and arms in the front and then in the back. You squeeze your upper body, you squeeze your glutes so that in the back you do feel a good amount of stretch. And keep breathing. Don't hold your breath in any of the exercises. Whenever we are doing any sort of movement, make sure your mind is focusing from toe to feet on where the movement is happening, because that will really help with improving the efficiency of all these workouts. We have dive bomber coming up next, which is a combination, as we spoke before, of cobra and mountain pose in the language of yoga. So you come to cobra pose and then you get into a mountain pose. Breathe out in the cobra pose, breathe in the mountain pose. And we have line fly coming up next, where you lift your upper body and your lower body and arms are going forward and backward till the shoulder level and then back. So you're squeezing your back, you're squeezing your glutes again. Make sure when your back is squeezed, you focus there. And keep breathing. You have up and down plank coming up next, Make sure to stretch in between in these rest periods. So you get into a hand plank position and get into an elbow plank. And keep shifting. Keep alternating between right hand and left hand. And make sure to keep breathing. And guys, whenever you are breathing, it's not necessary that you have to breathe from the mouth only. If you are comfortable breathing through the nose, then please, you can continue that. But don't hold your breath. Coming up next is up pulses, down pulses, and arm rotations. If you can do it continuously, I'll suggest don't take rest. But if you can't, then please, you can take rest. So up pulses for 30 to 40 seconds, down pulses 30 to 40 seconds, and then arm rotations clockwise and anti-clockwise for another 40 seconds. And that will be end of this set too. If you can do continuously, it will have even higher burn and hence more impact. Do as much as you can. See, we should always push a little bit, but not too much. So always a little bit pushing is good thing, and a little bit pain and working through that pain is also a good thing. So when we get burn, it's not a sign that we should stop. It's a sign that we should continue for a little bit more. And every time when we are exercising, we have to make sure that the last few sets that we do or the last few seconds that we have in HIIT, that is burning for us. A little bit, maybe not too much, but a little bit burn has to happen. And in every exercise session, at least 10% of the time should be in high burn situations, because that is what will get you the real change in your body, the real change in growth hormones, and the real bodybuilding will happen from there, and the strength will come from there. Maybe you don't want a very muscular body, but the strength in your body as you age, as you exercise, there is more wear and tear. The strength becomes extremely useful part of your life, and the more strength, the more smile you have on your face. And that is it.
That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the session, and I can assure you that with regular practice, you are going to get the body that you want. So let's get fit together.